Hello student, welcome to digital classes. This video is for class 6, subject is science. This is the chapter number 9 and the chapter is the living organism and their surrounding. In this I am going to tell you habitat, type of habitats. In type of habitats there is basically three type of habitat: terrestrial, aquatic, arboreal habitat. Now let us start living organism and their surrounding. Habitat. All living organisms need a place to live. In addition to food, water, air, a place where an organism lives is called its habitat. The habitat is a part of the total environment of the region. A habitat must be provided to the organisms living there in the following: food, shelter, and favorable climatic condition to survive, breed, and flourish. Organism, living creature. Living organisms are found everywhere on the earth. Habitat. The natural living place of an organism is its habitat. An organism depends on its habitat for food, water, air, shelter. Several kind of organisms are found in a habitat. Habitat, the place or area where an organism lives or where it can be found. The place or area occupied by the entire community that includes the sum total of atmospheric and soil factors. What are the different types of habitat? The area where a particular organism lives naturally is called its habitat. The five major habitats are forests, grasslands, deserts, mountain, polar region, and aquatic habitat. Ocean and freshwater together forms aquatic habitat. There are three main habitat in the biosphere: terrestrial habitat or land habitats. Forest, mountain, grasslands, desert, and coastal areas come under this terrestrial habitat. Aquatic habitats or water habitats: sea, lake, river, pond, etc. are the aquatic habitat. Then aerial or arboreal habitat, that is the air or trees. The tropical forest is the area for the arboreal habitat. Now the first, terrestrial habitat. This habitat is cancelled to be most variable in terms of both time and geography. Climate and substance are the major factors which, together with their interaction with the organism, determine the nature of terrestrial communities and ecosystem. Terrestrial habitat has the following feature. First, moisture is a major limiting factor. Second, temperature variations and extremes are the more pronounced. There is a rapid circulation of air. This is the third. Soil offers solid supports but air does not. Geographic features are important barrier to free movement. Nature of the substance is especially vital. It means the nature provide conditions for the survival in the terrestrial habitat, like air, water, soil, etc. Now in terrestrial, first is forest. Forests are large area covered with plants. Forests cover about one third of our planet. Different type of plants and animal are found in the forest. There are three major type of forest on the earth. One is the tropical, then temperate and boreal forests. Tropical forest. Tropical forests are known as tropical rainforest, are found between the equator and the two tropics, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The temperature of these forests ranges from 20 degrees Celsius to 34 degrees Celsius. These regions receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. The annual rain is more than 200 centimeter. The variety of a flora and fauna found in these forests is vast. Plant, orchid, vine, mosses and ferns, animal, bat, gorilla, monkey, jaguar, sloth, toucan and variety of insects. Also, see, these are the example of plant and birds that is found in tropical rainforest. This is the orchid plant having a colorful flower, and this is a marqueo, a colorful bird found in tropical rainforest. Now, temperate forest. Temperate forests are found in eastern North America, northeastern Asia, and western and central Europe. The temperature of these regions ranges from minus 30 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. The annual rainfall is about 150 centimeter and is even throughout the year. Most trees found here are deciduous, that is, they shed their leaf once in a year, mostly in the winter, means the tree shed their leaves in the winter season. Temperate forests have well defined winter and summer season. Plants like maple, oak, elm, animal like fox, eagle, mountain lion, bobcat and black bear are found there. Now the boreal forests. Boreal forests are also called taiga. These forests are found in Canada, Russia, Scandinavia, China, Mongolia, and northern Japan. The forests are characterized by very low temperature, that is between minus 50 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. The annual snowfall in these regions ranges from 40 to 100 centimeter. Plants like evergreen trees like pine, fir, cypress, animal like wolf, lynx, fox, deer, woodpecker, hare, bat, bear, mouse, etc. are found in boreal forest. Now the grasslands. Grasslands also considered in the terrestrial habitat. Grassland are region dominated by grasses. There are not too many trees and shrubs here. Temperature ranges from minus 20 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. The annual rainfall varies between 50 to 90 centimeter. Grasslands provide shelter to the large variety of animals including giraffe, zebra, lion, elephant and gazelle. Zebras feed mainly on grasses. These are found in grasslands. Deserts. Deserts are the area that receive very little rainfall. Sahara, Kalahari and Thar are some common example of the deserts. In hot deserts, daytime temperature in summer can reaches to 45 degrees Celsius. Annual rainfall is less than 25 centimeter. Through desert are mostly considered to be hot. Some are very cold. Example, the Gobi Desert. And in China, organisms like cactus, camel, rattlesnake, Gila monster and kangaroo cat are found in the desert. We know that deserts are very dry because they receive very little rainfall throughout the year. Mountains and polar region. Earth's polar region, the Arctic in the north and the Antarctic in the south, and tall mountains are extremely cold. The lowest temperature record ever in the Antarctic is minus 88 degrees Celsius. Animals like polar bear, penguins, seal, walrus are found in the polar region. Mountain goats are also found in polar region. Mountain goat, sheep, yak and snow leopards are some of the animals found in the mountainous region. Walrus use their long tusk to climb on ice. Aquatic habitat. The aquatic habitat comprises all the water bodies on the planet. It is mainly of three types: freshwater, marine and coastal. The organisms that live and breed in water are called aquatic organisms and their habitat is called aquatic habitat. Fish, whales, etc. are aquatic organisms and ocean, sea, river, lake, etc. are called the aquatic habitat. Freshwater habitat. River, lake, ponds and streams are example of freshwater habitat. Fish, frog, duck, lotus and water lilies are found in freshwater. Lake is a freshwater habitat. Marine habitat. Oceans and sea from the largest habitat on the planet. A wide variety of animals live in the marine habitat, from tiny plankton to the largest animal in the world, the blue whale. Fish, whale, shark, starfish, jellyfish, crab, sea turtle, octopus and seaweeds are found in the marine habitat. Coastal habitats. Coastal habitats refer to the region where the land meets the sea. Estuaries are the region where salt water from the ocean, river or stream. This unique habitats provide shelter to the several marine animals and birds. Animals found here include crab, oyster, waterfowl and worm. Mangroves, seaweed and marsh grasses are some of the plants found here. The Sundarban Delta spread across West Bengal and Bangladesh is the largest mangrove forest in the world. Now the coral reef are rock-like structure made from calcium carbonate secreted by corals. They are also called rainforest of the sea as they provide shelter to a large number of marine organisms. Beside coral, sea anemones, starfish, octopus and variety of fishes are found in the coral reef. Example of coral, those of the Andaman and Nicobar Island in India. Terrestrial habitat can be of many different types depending on the variation in climatic conditions. First, rainforest habitat. Second, temperate habitat. Third, boreal forest habitat. Fourth, grassland habitat. Fifth, desert habitat. Third, tundra habitat. And the last is mountain habitat. I just discussed these habitat that comes under terrestrial habitat in this video. At last, I want to discuss about the microhabitat, a small region within a habitat with special geographic or climatic conditions to suit certain organism better than other is called microhabitat. For example, both Kerala and Ladakh belongs to a terrestrial habitat, but the climate and environment of Ladakh is quite different from that of the Kerala. The climate and the environment of Kerala is best suited for growing bananas and coconut crops. Banana and coconut cannot be grown in Ladakh. Thus, Kerala and Ladakh are different microhabitats within a terrestrial habitat. Similarly, one can reason out that mountainous region is also a microhabitat within the terrestrial habitats. I think everyone, you all would understand what I taught in this video. Basically, I taught about the habitat and different type of habitat that are present on our ecosystem. These habitats are very important for the organism because they are the home for that particular type of organism found in different habitat. Humans as a resources now destroying these habitat by creating pollution or development on the earth. Development in sense of dams, big buildings, factories. We are destroying these habitats for our economical benefit. We know that forests and renewable resources. Forests are one of the most useful renewable resources available on the earth. Forests have a wide variety of plants and trees. Forests are very important for us on the earth because they purify the air and control the air pollution, regulate climates and help rainfall, help in the replenish groundwater also, prevent soil erosion and main fertility of the soil. It controls floods, provide habitat to a wide variety of plants, animals and insects. It provides many useful materials such as wood, rubber, gum, resin, non-edible oil, honey, honeybees, wax, bamboo, lac, etc. Provide many medicinal plants, fruits and berries, and it provide many products which are the source of steady income of the tribal people living in that particular area. So we have to conserve the forest for the useful plants and animals. Conservation does not means denial of resources. It actually means using a resources without depleting it. Removing old trees from a healthy tree forest will not damage it but will help the growth of fresh plants if done systematically. Now some method to conserve forest and wildlife. Following methods may be adopted to conserve forest, like overgrazing by animal in the forest should be stopped. Large scale cutting of forest tree must be stopped. If it is very essential to cut a few trees, plant more new trees in these places. Planting trees are called afforestation. Cutting trees are called deforestation. Planting more seedlings on the deforested land every year during the rainy season to develop new forest. All activity leading to soil erosion must be stopped. While constructing dam, roads and mining, all ecological factors must be considered. Forests are the habitat of wide variety of animals and plants, so we have to conserve it. If there is any doubt, you may ask within a class to clear yourself.